out to the side. I'm still hitting this. Long legs.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's hard enough for me to ride. We're predicated on shape, like I was trying to get it wrong.
Uh-oh, wide open. Hey, how are you?
See, I got a couple. Yeah, I think there was 2 or 3 where I got.
Yeah, well,
Hello, hello, hello. This is Peter here. I am making commentary on this game between Peter Sue and Marianne McConnell. In the previous outing between Marianne and Peter, Marianne killed Peter 7-1 in 10 ball. And so Peter is very determined not to lose this one against Marianne. So it's revenge time. Anyways, Marianne breaks and has a nice layout here. The high balls are pretty open. There's 2 problem ones, but Marianne will take care of them. She's going to draw back and kick maybe the 9 ball out, but it may have not worked to Marianne's favor. The 10 ball is below the 7, and that's a difficult ball to take care of. Peter has 3 bad balls, the 2, 3, and 5 near the top of the table, plus the 1. The 1 is hidden behind a high ball. So this table favors Marianne quite a lot. Well, Marianne can take the 9, but I think she will take the 10. She will bank the 10 and get rid of that bad ball. Whoops. Well, Marianne bumped the other ball, the high ball, and Marianne gives Peter the option of leaving the move ball or moving it back. So Peter checks out the situation, and he decides that that ball may be blocking his bad balls, so he'd much rather have the high ball that moved back to where it was. So Peter can't remember where it was, so we jointly agreed that the high ball might have been there, but in retrospect it wasn't really there. It was actually blocking the 8 ball to the top right corner, but oh well. Okay, so Peter at least has a shot on the 5 ball now that the path is cleared. So his intent is mostly to break out his 3 bad balls So he shoots softly. He doesn't want the balls to fly off all over the place, but Peter makes a mistake. He frees up Marianne's 9 ball. In compensation for that shot, the 5 ball is blocking Marianne's high ball. So Marianne will have to take care of that problem. So it's not an easy run out. Well, not easy for Peter, but that shouldn't be a problem for Marianne. Anyways, Marianne has a good clean shot on the 9, but she wants to take care of the blocked high ball right away. She will draw from the 9 ball into the top rail so she could see the blocked high ball. But for this she'll need to draw, and she may have to put so much draw into the shot that would interfere with accuracy. Whoops, well, the draw didn't quite happen. It didn't go back far enough, and on top of that Marianne missed. So Peter has the table, and Peter for the moment has two sets of bad balls over there and the 1 ball. Okay, for this shot Peter will need to draw the cue ball from the is that the 3? Yes. Draw from the 3 back to the middle of the table, but he'll need to put bottom right. What he doesn't want to do is bump his 2 ball away from the pocket. Okay, oh god. Peter messed up. The shot didn't go through the way he wanted. His cue ball collided with the 2. So obviously the draw didn't take place. It became a normal middle ball shot with no backspin at all. So it must have, the cue ball must have skidded off the tip. Anyways, Peter doesn't really have any shots. The only one he can see is the 7 going through the corner pocket. But that's a very difficult shot. It needs to be super accurate, and Peter will have to aim not at the pocket itself, but on the corner of the pocket. So what he will have to do is shoot towards the corner of the pocket and hope it'll go in. Yep, he got it. He hit the corner, the right side of the corner. If he hit the wrong side, the object ball would have just gone off. Anyways, Peter had been hoping to save the 5 ball, the blocking ball, to his advantage, but he'll need to take it out because he doesn't have any other shot. He's hoping to draw from the 5 and get position on the 2, but he puts a little bit too much bottom right. It doesn't go where he wants it. He can get the 2 in, but the cue ball's it's not going to be anywhere that's going to help. So what he's going to do for the 2 ball, he's going to draw into it, and the cue ball hopefully will go up table, hit the short rail, and then go down. So he could cover the 6, I think. 6 on the 4? Oh, it's hard to tell from this computer monitor. Okay, so he's going to draw, but he should chalk his cue because... And another miscue. And worst of all, the 2 ball goes to the dreaded place on the table, which is very difficult for Um, in the shots, it's what Peter calls the death spot on the table. You can't really do anything with it. You really need ball in hand to take a shot on that. So Marianne has an open table. All the balls favor her. Very nice shot there. Very delicate shot, but she may not have. The shot is straight in, so she'll need to draw to get to the middle of the table. And Marianne is leading, and this makes a draw shot a little bit more harder. Marianne miscues, and the draw doesn't take place. And Marianne is in a very difficult spot. There are no clear shots anyway. But Marianne is very knowledgeable. She figures she'll get the 9 going off the rail. Okay, Marianne calls the 9 ball. Whammo, just like magic. Ball goes in. Except one of her high balls ties in with the one. And there may not be an angle because of that. But Marianne is very confident she can get the shot in. So she will position the cue ball to affect that shot. Peter goes to his corner of the room and sulks and prays to the pool guide. Well, Marianne did a very hard shot. I think she was hoping the cue ball would come over and break out her high ball. But the cue ball hits the 8 and there is no breakout, but the shot is still doable. She figures if the object ball hits the rail with a slow shot, it should slop right in. Nevertheless, Peter asked for a referee. There's a good chance Marianne may hit the 1 first, which would be a foul. So Peter goes off to ask for a ref. I think Mark Collison thought that Peter wanted a rest, so he ran out to get a rest, which isn't what was asked. Anyways, I think Peter got Rose Cantor to come to do the refereeing. And Rose is there with her camera. An Apple, I think. An Apple iPhone. And that device will actually do slow motion capture. Rose starts off the camera and Marianne proceeds to make her shot while the camera is rolling. Marianne's going to do a very soft shot, soft top I think, and she's going to lobbed the high ball in. Very nice shot. Except I don't think Marianne's happy with the angle. It's a bit too steep. Bad things could happen because the cue ball is gonna go all over around the table, and we don't know where the cue ball will end. Marianne has to hit the shot fast, and Marianne misses the corner pocket. Fortunately for her, because if the cue ball went, the 8 ball went in, she would have lost the game. So she is very happy to give Peter ball in hand. The game is still ongoing. Well, it's a straight-in shot for the 2 ball. Peter is very happy because that ball in hand is the way to get rid of the 2 ball. But Peter is not confident with his shooting, so he calls a safety on that shot. And Peter's a bit disappointed. He was hoping the cue ball would hug the rail, so forcing Marianne to shoot top only. But the cue ball did bounce maybe 2-3 inches away from the rail. Anyways, Marianne's very confident in the shot. She believes she can hit the 8 ball, despite the 2 low balls blocking the angle. So she'll probably have to put a lot of left English to compensate for the bad angle. If she shoots too hard, the compensation won't take place. The English won't take. But we'll see. Oh, okay. She totally missed. I'm not sure where the English took place or not. Anyways, Peter has ball in hand and it looks easy. 3-ball run out. But it's actually quite hard because Peter needs to go from one side of the table to the next side with the cue ball after every shot. So I thought, well, maybe he'll take out 1 ball. Peter really hates the 2 close balls. They interfere with each other, and while he needs to shoot them both down, he needs to go over to the 1 ball after the second shot. So anyways, Peter decides to do a stun shot. He wants to shoot this ball, go back a bit, maybe to the side, to the left, his left, and then stun again, stun into the 1 ball position. Whoop! Oh no, he went a bit too far backwards, and also he went to the left, his left, too much. So he can stun the shot, but he'll need to draw into the shot to get the right position on the 1. But when you shoot hard, the chances of missing becomes a lot greater. So he's gonna do his best. He'll need to stun. Oh God, no, he missed his position. It should have been above the 1 ball, but instead it goes goes under the one ball. He needs to draw back, but there's a good chance he'll draw into the corner pocket, so that thought kind of messed with his shot, so he didn't quite draw properly, and he's left with a very difficult angle. He's going to cut the 8-ball in. And boy, he overcuts. How can he overcut in that shot? And Marianne is very familiar with this angle. The chances of her getting the ball in is very high. Well, she got the 8-ball in, and something else, unfortunately, for Marianne. That was a great game, but honestly, Peter doesn't feel that he earned that game. Anyways, up next with Peter also against Danny Morrow. Did you know Danny is a film director? He produces and directs documentaries for the Discovery Channel. A big revelation for Peter, because filmmaking is one of his passions. So, well, Peter's hoping maybe one day Danny will show off his new camera, the Sony FX30. Very expensive camera for Peter anyways. Peter's been researching it, hoping he could afford it one day. Anyways, Peter goes for the wall. In this angle, he needs to free out the 6, I think. The 6 is trapped just above the 9-ball. So Peter's going to cut the 5-ball in, but he'll also put a lot of inside, and hopefully the inside will get the cue ball to bump the 6. Maybe that's not the 6, it's hard to tell, but maybe it's the 4. Well, the only shot Peter has is the 7-ball towards the middle pocket, but he's hoping maybe the cue ball would let him see the 2-ball near the top of the table with a good angle for the breakout, but well, he can't see nothing. So he abandons the shot to the 2 and he'll go for the 6. The nice thing about shooting the 6 with stop shot, hopefully the cue ball will stop. Yes, it did. Now Peter has an angle on the 1-ball to the side pocket. As well, he can break out his trap ball near the top of the table. Oh, okay, Peter's thinking so much of the breakout he missed the shot. Danny comes to the table. Well, the shot was a bit soft. The cue ball should have bounced towards the middle of the table. The only options available to Danny is the combination down the table, but it's a low percentage shot. And if he does miss, Peter will have lots of opportunities. You know, all his balls are out in the open, except for the 8. The 8 needs to be broken out. So Danny decides, well, let's go for a bank. And hopefully the cue ball will go out to the middle of the table for his other shots. Okay. The bank is missed. Danny almost sues, but Peter has a good angle on the 1 to the side pocket, plus a breakout on the 8. He just needs to concentrate on getting the 1 ball in the side pocket, not worry too much about the breakout, because it will happen. Peter breaks it out, and congestion ahead, much like the Christmas travel to Vancouver. Well, Peter decided not to go to Vancouver for Christmas. The trip would be hellish due to the weather mostly, and vast amounts of people going. So he's going to go for combo, but the combo has to be shot soft because he doesn't want the 2 ball to go all over the place. Peter can get the 2 in, but it's going to be a very thin cut, and the cue ball's gonna go all over the table. So Peter decides to put a little English into the shot to slow down the cue ball, but that was a mistake because the English put the cue ball behind the one of Danny's high balls, so Peter can't see the shot, but he calls it anyway. See, he's going to do a masse on the cue ball. Oh, okay. The masse took effect too early. It just curved right into the 8 ball at the wrong angle, so there is no win here. Danny's going to try to draw the cue ball towards the middle of the table, but the draw didn't take place. The cue ball just got stunned into the top rail. Well, it's time for a hook, and that shot might be good down the table. The idea is to leave the cue ball down the bottom of the rail, hopefully touching the rail, so Peter will have a hard time. That would be a good shot, Danny. Go for it. Whoops, Danny changes his mind. There may be a better shot. How about a nice shot on the clustered ball near the top of the table? If he could just clip one of his balls very softly, he should be able to hook Peter, except the cue ball bounces out. The shot was a bit too hard, and Peter has a clean shot on the 8 ball. All he has to do is keep his cool, aim straight, and stroke normally and straight. Anyways, Peter wants to take this time to thank Marianne. Marianne gave Peter 3 lessons or 4 lessons, mostly on the grip, the stroke, and the bridge. And this has helped Peter tremendously in the last 2 matches. So thank you, Marianne, and I'll stop the commentary right now. And please, everybody, have a good Christmas season, and we will see you next year. Goodbye.
gave out on the whole way up to the
I got one of them. It's a fine
so far.
Come on. Not one tonight.
You didn't use the magic rack, that's all. I got nerve damage in my neck, so my arm's weak, and about 65% of my strength. Try me to get rack. So that's why I use it. That's why I started getting mine. The cheapest Porsche on AliExpress. Like $6, $7, I got 6 of them. I think there might be snow. It's supposed to rain by Christmas. Not all the snow.
On the keyboard.